My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arake Galadirthan, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as the Ar-Adûnâim. Our conquest of the Gondorian and Amruthian lands goes very well. Gondor is about to die to Isengard, so we have taken them off of our radar. But Dol Amroth is not about to die, and we must do what we can to sweep them from this land. We are going to, in this episode, hopefully, do two things. Number one, Gimmelthon is going to come down and take Minweather. He is then going to hold against Dol Amroth at the mouths of the Anduin. Secondly, the collected armies of Morlain and Ar-Gimmelgard will take down Captain Celefindir and then sweep the peninsula of Belfalas and come up to join Gimmelthon at Minweather. We start, though, we need to attack Captain Icthelion with Gimmelzon's army. Always get their names mixed up. And go from there. The map's skew-if, because I stupidly alt-tabbed a moment ago. And that is where we are up to. Now, you're getting this video because I didn't live stream yesterday. Yes, and I did not live stream yesterday because I wasn't available in the morning. And then I didn't have enough time in the evening. I was enough time to do this, but I didn't have enough time to do a full hour and a half. And generally speaking, live streams don't go as well if they aren't at a set time. So it's best to give you all a chance to know that there's going to be a live stream. That wasn't available this morning, unfortunately. Or unfortunately is the right word, because I attended Vicarage Road Football Stadium to watch Watford lose 5-0 to Liverpool, so that was absolutely wonderful. A cracking start to the morning, and set the day off on a bad foot, really. But it is what it is. Thereafter, though, Kaspos and I got a couple of Apex ranked wins. So we're back on the road to getting up to a minimum of Diamond, which we've attained a number of times now, and we're trying to push, if we can, to get to Masters. The journey begins. And then here I am, recording this just before dinner. In fact, this video can be no more than 33 minutes and 58 seconds from this point, because my dinner is in the oven. And if I leave it longer than that, it will burn. And I thought, oh, I could just record while I'm... Oh, I've set caps on. I could just record while I'm eating dinner. Now, we did attack them, so we are going to have to push up the hill, unfortunately. Because why this hill apparently exists right outside of Dol Amroth is beyond me, but the game has decided that it does. We can't... There's no... It is just going to have to be a slog up that hill. It's so annoying. We'll see what we can do. We've got 2 pike units in good health. Oh, no, they haven't gone as far up the hill as I thought they might. But I bet they will in a second. Right, it looks like they're walking towards us, but they aren't. They'll walk towards us, and then they'll stop and run up the hill. There we go. Oh, and they're going to go all the way up. All right, everyone, just walk forwards. Oh, you're not actually going to go all the way up. I know I just said they're going all the way up, but I didn't mean all the way up. You're joking. You are joking. Holy hellfire. I couldn't even begin to guess how to deal with this. It's just ridiculous. So they've got 1 unit of Numerdale Mariners and 1 unit of Amrothian Archers, so they are going to just rain so much death and destruction down on us. Oh dear, how does one fight this hill? I mean, the pikes are a good shout. Can you guys, like, go over that way? Can you go up with the pikes? Why are you going so far around? Right, let's come out of time 6. Everyone, just flood up. Just flood up. Just rush up the hill. Archers, fire whatever you want to fire at. Siege. You're not even going to be in this siege, are you? Let's be honest. Is the only way up that hill through there? Yeah, bloody is. This, we will smash. And who are we fighting on foot there? Seaward footmen. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Right, Pike's giving it hell. Let's speed it up.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
I'm sure they bloody are becoming tired. They've had to walk up this fucking hill. Pikes are holding firm, though, at both ends. Oh, Gimel saw you gone. You went in.
The enemy general flees like a coward.
Oh, nice.
Our men have
They have Knights of the Silver Swan. How did I not realise that?
Well, and make it so he can see us. Only half the enemy force remains.
They just... No, they don't. They have their own look, don't they? Of course, because the Royal Swan Guard look different. The Mounted Talon Knight. Oh, yeah, this has ended up being over because the AI has completely thrown away its hill advantage. Thrown their cavalry at our pike lines and just wasted everything. What was the... Knights of the Silver Swan going up against pikes. It doesn't matter how good your cavalry unit is, pikes will kill them. The only exception to that very, very continuous rule is possibly that farmhand pikemen might not defeat every cavalry unit that you throw at them. But everyone else will. Well, that's all of them dead. Now it's just a case of getting these to rout.
If we continue
We're already
like
at time
this,
6.
we
Can't
will
even make it go
smash the
faster.
enemy.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Yeah, you've got to be routing, surely. Come on.
The enemy army
There
flees
it
the field.
goes.
Pursue and run them down.
That'll do you.
Be awed by the victory
59.
we have won
So
here
good.
today.
140, 130. They basically did all the killing. Excellent work, mens. Excellent work. Yeah, so this video's gone up today. As I've already mentioned, there's going to be... The whole of October is going to be very up and down with videos until I can get into an actual rhythm. I'm back at work full-time. I was already working full-time, but I worked from home full-time. So there was so much time to record videos. Lunchtimes, before work, after work, it was a doddle because my commute was walking from my bedroom to my kitchen. But now I'm actually in the office, so it's a lot more arduous, a lot more taxing is probably the word I mean to use, on my time. So October's going to be a bit up and down. Also because in 1 week from today is the 16th of October, and on the 25th of October I'm going on holiday with my family for a week. And I'm not going to pre-record, so there's just going to be a week with no videos. And so the live streams are going to be interrupted as well. All kinds of problems over the course of October. So do bear with it, and we will get a rhythm, and we'll get a pattern, and we'll get some normality back in November. Right, Gimel Zor, I think you've probably got enough to give them something to think about and get on the run.
Yes, my lord.
I'm not going to merge all your forces. Oh, Methrast is...
We shall prevail.
I could assault it, because we've got the battering rams, but I don't want to.
Your will,
What are you? You're a Narduzagar.
Yes.
Have we got a Narduzagar unit?
As you wish. Joining forces,
Yes.
my lord.
Merge with... Oh no, that's Nardu Tarek. Narduzagar, 150. Can you take any? You can take 2. It's not worth it at all, is it? Oh, there you go, right next to them. Sorted. So we've left them in Dol Amroth. Oh yeah, well we wouldn't get to retrain them anyway. There's many... Oh, we got Seaward Spearmen and Amruthian Squires in Dol Amroth's version of that building. That's handy. Right, it's just what's Celefindir going to do. Do we need to do anything else in the north? No.
Your order. Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
And the 10. I think I will send Tariq Magan. Oh, he's cut back and gone for Tarnost. Cutting his losses, I suppose. All of his other armies are dead. Might as well just go for the nearest thing. Hopefully Morlaine. Oh, if we could catch him in Tarnost, then I could besiege him. We're in no rush to kill Dol Amroth's northern armies. Gimel Thon, coming down from Minas Tirith, has more than enough forces to hold at the Athir. And I don't think he'll need reinforcements just yet. So if they take Tarnos, we can just siege that army out. Gimilcad and Morlaine's armies can merge together and the problems are solved. But we do need to be cautious of what I wrote in the introduction from Elfir's perspective the other day. Isengard have no reason to like us. And once Gondor have fallen, Isengard may well decide that we are not worthy of existence. Yeah, go on, you can have a young husband. Oh, Elkfoot has been besieged. Where are we? Oh, we're north of the Gratlow. Ah, we've broken in. We're almost at the Shire. Yay. Oh, look at that. Blimey. Moria. Calenhad can upgrade. Oh, yes, please. Yes, pleasey.
Your will, my lord.
I should like that very much. If you can retrain anything, retrain it. Where are you off to? Ah, Osterfield. Yeah, that needs to be secured.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, bugger.
Yes. Making camp here.
Our press
As
into
you
here is not going to
command.
go quick enough. No, we don't need all of these troops here, though, if we are going to press in.
My lord. Be gone.
Can you get up to
Yes.
Tadweether?
We'll make camp here.
If you can retrain those, retrain those. He can't kill them on his own, though. What is in that? 3 units of something. Why does the Deland hate us so much? Did we not kill everyone here? Oh, I think we did. Just not enough troops governing it. Same with Dol Amroth. That doesn't give us any benefit, but we do lose the unhappiness and law bonuses. So I think those are worthwhile. We don't really need the money. Yeah, you can carry on with what you're doing then. All right, up here, Turuk Magan. You can go back to the Black Gate.
Yes.
My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Assembling
him with a space.
mighty host to battle.
Take a crossbow unit.
By your command.
Oh, the roads are so much quicker. Right, we're going to put towers up on the borders of Dantalad, so go and have a look at Dor Norhak instead. Oh, Dor Norhak was been upgraded by someone else and then captured back by Dol Guldur, because that's a Northman castle. Very interesting. West Northgiliath has built a dark temple and is now building a dockyard. Don't need to bother with that. It doesn't give any real benefits. Karlonde got a shipwright. You're building. Those are good. East Northgiliath, you're going for a shipwright. But I'd rather Calanhad get... don't need the Pelagia Road. Pelagia is a really small region. Well, Tarnos got a dark shrine just as it's now being besieged. That's perfect. And then we got repairs to Ar-Pharazôn's camp. Okay. Just trying to remove some buildings from the queue if we can. We want Calanhad. That's right, those cost more than what we've got available. Same with that.
Your orders, my lord.
Turuk Magan. You're almost built. Do we want to bother with your Merchant's Wharf? It just means something else somewhere else builds, doesn't it? But our empire is now so vast, we just don't know where it is. What's got a green box that didn't have a green box? One wonders. No, you were already on your way. They're both red. Saragos, what are you up to? Oh, Mason's Hill costs absolutely nothing. That's no end. Mordor's End doesn't have anything. So what did just build? What is that building? Trade routes. Yeah, there we go. Right, now we can go back and queue everything up. I know that had started building, but I'm not overly bothered about that, to be honest. Right, your roads are up. Now, why don't you get a Barracks True Sons while we've got that little bit of money? And then you can go economy, because otherwise you've got all the military buildings. Dockyard, yeah, don't need a way station. Karlonde, what are you up to? Ah, Karlonde. Let's get an armourer here first, then a mining network. You could take a barracks as well, and then we'll go with those same buildings. Different buildings every time you do it. Alright, now let's actually face up to the problems of real life. Captain Melthor comes. I don't know if
Yes,
Morline's
my
got
lord.
enough to deal with him. Oh, but
Your
Morline
orders,
can
my lord.
hit
Yes, my lord.
him. How many troops do we
Your
actually
orders,
we can
my
take?
lord.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Yes,
we want
my lord.
Morline. We want
Your
1,
orders, my lord.
Your will, my
2,
lord.
3,
Orders.
4,
Orders.
5, 6,
Your will, my
7.
Orders. We're leaving the army.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure that was an.
Orders.
I must have
Your
taken more than
orders,
7.
my lord.
Obviously.
My lord.
32 of you. No, we'll take the
My
ballast
lord.
instead of 32 of you.
Leaving the orders. As you wish.
Oh, is that a full banner army? Oh, Gondor, come on! Isengard, Gondor. Go and die.
My lord. Orders. My lord.
Right, all of you stand in
Yes.
Tadweether. Captain
Orders.
Sakalur, if you can,
Yes,
support
my
that when
lord.
it gets besieged. For the rest of us, the time is now.
We don't trust you enough to do business.
Ooh, hello, merchant voice lines. Hadn't heard those before. We don't trust you enough to do business. Ah, where's our diplomat? He's heading off, isn't he? That's what we're doing as well.
My lord.
Yes, you're going to
Yes,
Harad.
tomorrow's
We're going to
journey
try and
planned
strike
out.
up a deal. Oh, and
I
also,
shall
my intro
continue
was completely
tomorrow.
wrong because Finabel
Tomorrow's
is
journey
not
planned
owned
out.
by Dol Amroth. Didn't even realise that.
Tomorrow's
Oh,
journey
whoops.
planned out.
Might as well be,
Stopping
though.
here.
Might as well be. Right, this is the big one.
Your orders, my lord.
Captain Celefindir. You can be controlled by the AI because you're just going to die anyway. Battle. Because Gimmelcad needs to kill this army and then nip back to stop Gondor getting any hopes or dreams of doing anything. Oh, that's a lot of late tier. Knights. Talon, Haven, Seaward Lancers, Knights of Thelen, Seaward Lancers. That is such a late game Dol Amroth army. Oh, if only you had a general, then how much more fearsome you would be. But as you don't have a general, we might be alright. It's just a cavalry. If you can just completely gut the cavalry. Well, no, we've made that mistake before. Dol Amroth's ground forces are so good. It just doesn't matter what you do. They're better than me. They're better than me. And rightly so. And rightly so. Dun 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 dun. This is a lovely little hill. Bowman. Oh, we've got loads of archers. That's rare. We usually don't have very many archers. Bowman form the back line. Crossbowmen form the front line. Oh, we have one of each type of crossbowmen in the army as well. We've got pikes. We've got halberdiers. We've got footmen who do have spears. Halberdiers, footmen. Oh, that's not a particularly good main line, though, is it? And then you two can go left, and you two can go right. Pause the battle. Okay, main line. The main line is going to have to actually then deal with just... Yeah, no, that's the wrong way round. That is the wrong way round. Put the units that are good against other ground forces in the main line. And then protect our flank. Where on earth is the red dots? I can't even see them. About there-ish. Protect the flank with the other forces. Run the archers forward. Oh, I can barely see where our troops are going. Yeah, I've put those pikes way too far forward on that side. Archers forward and crossbows just run over here for now. And everyone sprint. Get into position. Perfect, there we go. Ballast crews if you want to get a few shots off. No, you don't want to get a few shots off. Alright, this is risky. Our general's in the main line. It's risky. I grant you. They're going to go there. They're going to go there. We have to just keep marching forward. It's really difficult to see those red dots. I made them red specifically because it should have been easier to see them. How many? Oh, you're the general. That's why there's so few of you. Oh, and he's going in. Yeah, go on. You can just sprint in. See what you can do. We've got a lot of archers. That's something that helps. It puts us in good position here. Oh, they've brought their army forward. And I think that's going to trigger an attack. Oh, our ally has actually proven, for once, he's been useful. Brace. Brace. Front lines brace. Stand your ground. Rosadan footman. Oh, you could have gone into shield wall and I've not done that. Oh, how many times do I forget to put units in shield wall that have it as a unit? Gondor cavalry. This is why gaps don't work in Medieval 2. And the pikes, they've at least thought ahead.
Fled the field like cowards.
Yeah, as I did. They've at least had the foresight to not charge the cavalry into the pike lines.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Yeah, I think we probably will win. We've got a lot of archers and that really will help. And generally, the AI is not usually very good at controlling cavalry, and that's going to put us in a really good position. Oh, there's Gimmelcat himself.
Our ally lies dead. Without their general, they may lose heart and flee.
Form spear wall. Gondor Cav militia going around the sides there. Pikes catch them. Crossbows, let's give a point blank. No. Now turn back around. Alright, you're just going to have to fight them then. That's on you. You've made that mistake. You must rectify it. Alright, let's zoom the map in. Losing hand over fist on that right hand side of those Talon Knights. I hate you with a passion. I hate you. Front line. No, I don't think we are going to do very well today, everyone.
Warriors of the South.
Did you just fire a full volley and not kill a single cavalryman? Right, you guys. Sprint over there. They're flanking us, guys. They're flanking us.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I really don't see how we're going to smash this enemy. I just don't share that optimism that he apparently has. Our line's just not going to hold. We have killed more of them than them of us, but the good ones are still alive, and that's the problem. Right, moving those two front to that right side, trying to shift the balance there. The enemy doesn't have a general, do they? This is Captain Killer Findir. Alright, all four of you. Open up on them. You're just going to have to endure that Gondor cavalry charge, but they're only Gondor cavalry militia. Oh, that was a good shooting. Oh, that was lovely to see.
Half the enemy force remains.
No, they're not even charging. Don't worry about it, guys. Get your swords out, but don't worry too much. Bows ready. Oh, what nice looking bows you've got. Everyone likes a bit of decoration on the underside, don't they? On the arms. On the limbs, they're called, actually, of bows. Did you know that? If you didn't, you know you did. Alright, we've got some seaward spearmen there that are preparing to run away. And I think with a little assistance, a little nudge, they may well just decide to completely run away. Ugh, those Talon Knights just making mincemeat of our halberdiers. Although halberdiers aren't a bad shout for Talon Knights as a matchup. They do get armor piercing. Oh, the right-hand side's capitulating. Haven Guard are running away. You know it's going well when the Haven Guard get on their legs and get going. I've once again forgotten how incredibly powerful our Gimmelcard is as an actual fighter. But there are Amphalas pikes and Amroth pikes down the middle. Pikes are hard to get just by their very nature. Oh look, they're upgraded Amphalas pikes. They've got the little tabards. I think the normal one just starts with chainmail and then upgrades. Oh no. Knights of the Silver Swan, they're still alive. That right hand side, in fact, is almost all Knights of the Silver Swan. Right, what we need to happen now is for the left hand side to win it.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
You shoot the Seaward Lancers who are right in front of you. Talon Knights there. Shoot the Talon Knights. There you go. Right, I've gone to ×6. I know I shouldn't, but I have. Oh, the left-hand side has won. The left-hand side has won. Oh, I just cost them a lot of deaths because I just told them to move at the last second and they didn't want to do that. Oh, they're out of arrows. Alright, yeah, you charge into those Talon Knights. Alright, speed this up.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Well, I think we're going to win it, but what does it cost? What has it cost? Talon Knights and Knights of the Silver Swan still fighting on, because of course they were bloody well are. Dol Amroth's finest and no mistake.
Only half our force. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I can't imagine that this meagre little gathering of troops that they have left is going to stop us. Can I ask though, one Talon Knight is stopping you all from moving forwards? Is that really what I'm to take away from this? Yeah, no, we've got to win, but it really has cost us everything.
The enemy general abandons his...
Oh, the enemy general finally kicks off. Those Ambrothian archers are really all that's left, and they'll probably run away when they run out of arrows. Yep, they're off. That's it. That's your lot. Once those Knights of the Silver Swan pass into the Netherrealm, the day is ours, and Dol Amroth's like most feared army composition will die. If you have any arrows, feel free to shoot at them. Oh, we have so many bolts and arrows left. The Bruthios Rangers went down to only 6 people. Oh, you really did suffer. And look at the... Oh, it's because they're going up against the ballista crew. Can someone with a spear go forward, please?
Victory will be ours.
That fella's the only one left.
Behold, how awed by the victory we have won here today.
Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. I feel hungry now. Even more so than I already was. Nadu Tariq 209. Those are the armor-piercing ones with a mace. That's some good work. After that, though, by quite a way, 50 behind, was our fearless leader. With Royal Guard. Our Royals. But in many ways, we actually owe our victory there to the garrison of Tarnost. Whoever commanded that little meagre force. The day was won because of him. Had he not pushed forward from our line and forced our enemy into moving into range of our siege and our archers, we never would have displaced them from the hill. That's some excellent work. Commend that man.
Glory, honor.
All right, if you now head to Tadweether. Oh, no, of course we've got Gondor coming. Gondor, will you just sod off? Right, we're not going to hold Ethring. Ethring makes us 1,000 gold coins, though. Oh, Itheland actually loses us 636 gold coins per turn. How is it possible to lose that much money? Oh, devastation. What? Because of this? But who was that? Is that from the siege? I mean, well, why are you devastated? What's happened here? Also, I know it's way too late to comment on it, but many of you pointed out the fact that when we took Itheland, I then commented on how small the population was. And I said, how have you only got 3,000 population? You've had it since the beginning. And that, of course, was shortly after I had wiped out the entire population myself. So that's why there was no one there.
Yes, my lord.
Alrighty, Roonies, then. So, you're going to go to Tadweether, which means Ar-Gimmelcad, you've got to go back to Ethring and just pray that you can hold it. I mean, you're not going to, but we pray. Gimmelthon will move to Minweether. That leaves Dol Amroth holding south, north of the Anduin is Methras, Lin here, and Minweether. We shall take Minwe back. Methras will fall shortly, and that just leaves Lin here. Then they will never end, and a horde of never-ending forces will flood across the land of Hrondor, southern Gondor.
Approaching.
Yeah, no, Gondor have indeed, lost everything west of here. Right, you can come home then.
Approaching quietly.
Where are our other spies? You're in Dornorhack. You're the Kalemba one. Right, let's move you south now then.
Approaching quietly.
Get you to go and scout the Aether. And Indrazor, you go to Kalembellum, and because you only take 3 turns to get there, and find out what happens to that.
At your service. On my way.
Is that what you want?
At your service.
It's been so long since we've heard a good orcish voice, isn't it? Is that what you want?
Tomorrow, my
And what does the family tree look like, one wonders. So Gimmelkad, still our king, because I have actually managed to keep him alive this time. Gimmelzor is the heir, though, and he's lost 2 of his children. Although I think... Oh, no, yeah, both of whom were blood children. So the heir apparent would then fall, one would assume, to Aldemir, because he is the husband of the granddaughter. No, surely it would be grandson then. Belzegar, I should imagine, is probably the next in line. And then Belzegar's got Azruban. Now, Belzegar, did we adopt you, or did you come of age? The fact that you're only 20 makes me think you probably came of age, because your grandfather is 60. Oh, we have 2 Aldemirs. Yeah, I think Belzegar is our heir apparent. Ah, yes, there's Aglaran, who married Lily. Oh, he's... that's an interesting way of spelling Lily, isn't it? Lily. Going down the other way, if it were to fall to Gimmelthon, which I don't think it would, but obviously we've also got Avaloban, who married Zimrafel, Gimmelthon's sister. But if it were to go to Gimmelthon, then his eldest son, Zorzagar, who died, and Eldemir married. I don't know how it would do it from over there. I assume it would go to Eldemir if it fell down Gimmelthon's line. Because obviously at the moment the heir apparent is actually Gimmelthon, not Belzegar. But there we are. It is what it is. But while we're here, let's have a look at the rest of the world and see how everyone else is doing. Because we've still got 3 minutes until the time is going to go. So, holy hellfire. I have never in all my time seen that. That brings me great joy. It is wonderful to see a faction doing something that normally is killed off. Angmar are reigning supreme. Ered Luin forced right back. Ered Luin's wars with Linden, I think, has cost them. Somehow they've managed to take Buzzradum, though, which is interesting, and Cor Willishar and Longbottom are held by the dwarves. The Brelanders have Mitchell Delving and Hobbiton, and that's it. The Dunedain are really up against it. Fenestrinen, and that's being besieged. And there's one more, Mengelen. They've also got Mengelen, which they've upgraded, as you can see there, in amongst the barrows. High King Nirorn.
I am a warrior, not an emissary, my lord.
Nirorn. Anyway, the High Elves, Anon and Arod, which they've upgraded, and Imladris, which they're not going to be displaced anytime soon. That's a massive army. High Lord Gildor has managed to come all the way back to the east. He starts in the middle. And they still hold Harlond. Angmar now knocking on the door of Harlond. Oh dear, Isengard really doing well. And Gondor really are down to their last province, as we've seen. And Isengard are now not pushing for it. Oh, because Gondor are hitting back. Oh, alright, okay. And then there's Dol Amroth's lands, and there's Harad across the river. So my intro was wrong. Finabel wasn't held. I thought it was, but it's not. We'll try and get trade with... we'll do anything we can with Harad, really. I shouldn't really look at Dol Amroth. It's cheating, isn't it? If we can get Harad on side, I'll be all for that. Harad, what's your status with Rune? Are you allies? Yes, you are. So yeah, if we can ally with Harad, which I think we probably should be able to. Harad, you are allied to only Rune, who I'm allied to. So, no trouble. Kanda's still alive, but only in Sayakan. Oh, and they've got a lot of forces back at Sturlutzakan, though. But that's Rune's problem now, because they've pushed all the way down. Interesting. So I'm interested to see why Harad aren't hitting Dol Amroth more. But we definitely need to get Harad on side, and then they'll do a lot of work for us. But why aren't they bringing... why have you got a garrison like that? Just attack Gobel Mirlond. What are you doing? Just move across the river, you slow-moving buggers. They've upgraded a lot of the places to have the Haradrim unique designs. You don't often see the Haradrim city design, because Harad are the only ones that use it. And so it's not very common. But it's cool. I just love that. DaC is so well fleshed out. So much going on. I didn't look up into the northeast because I'm not all that bothered. But from a quick glance, Dol Guldur still doing well. And Erebor and Gundabad still fighting back and forth. But anyway, for now, that's going to conclude. So I apologise this wasn't live streamed to you all. But you got it nevertheless. And next week, hopefully some normalcy will return. We'll get, ideally, an Age of Empires video. A couple more Taurox videos, which will be paving the way to completing it. And we'll be getting into the swing of doing this whole working from the office again. But until then, have a wonderful week, everyone. I do hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you for all of your well wishes and support over these past few years. It means a great deal. So have a wonderful week, and until we speak again, Navarneren Permad Melonin, and farewell.